Good afternoon. I am on the Naches Loop, which goes around Tipsoo Lake and Naches Peak. And I'm probably going to veer off to Dewey Lake, which goes onto the PCT. Super excited to be near Mount Rainier. It is always nice to be back in this area. Lots of fun memories here. This is gonna be me someday on the PCT. I'm super excited, can't wait. Less than 3 years before I step foot in Southern California to walk my 2,600 miles home. I have so many amazing memories in this area. Growing up in Western Washington, my parents took me to Mount Rainier National Park quite a bit and just in the general area. And honestly, Lake Tipsoo, or Tipsoo Lake, was probably one of my favorite places to go when I was a kid. It has such an amazing view of Mount Rainier behind it. And I always remember asking my mom, can we go to Tipsoo Lake? And I remember being disappointed when it was still too snowy to go. Yeah, great memories. Mom, Dad, thank you for taking me to the mountains when I was a kid. It definitely seated in my soul. How much the tree is overgrowing that. It's kind of cool. Nature wants it back. Wants its tree to be back to what it was. There are so many avalanche lilies on this trail. They're beautiful. Trail is busy. Lots of day hikers, along with some backpackers. It is right off of 410 at Chinook Pass, so super easy access, and it's not in the park boundaries, at least not the trailhead, so people don't have to pay to get in to park. Kind of breathing heavy, trying to do a fast pace I'm actually on a camping trip with my husband, but I'm doing a side trip on this hike just for today and then spending the rest of the weekend with him. Looking forward to it. I always love having a camping weekend with my husband. Pretty sure that a couple of the backpackers I saw were PCT snowblowers. So if that's the case, good luck to you guys. I hope that you walk safely to Mexico and enjoy your amazing thru hike. Wow, this is beautiful country. God's country. More wildflowers. It is the right time to be in this area. Beautiful. Love my lupine. I am heading down to Dewey Lake. More of the Pacific Crest Trail. Dewey Lake is a new trail for me. I actually have never done Naches Loop either. Just wandered around Tipsoo when I was a kid. So the whole thing is mostly new. And I just spoke to some people that did a day hike down to Dewey Lake, and they said the mosquitoes aren't bad. Yay, because it's that time of the year where they can be horrible. Today is honestly perfect hiking weather. It is, I think, low 70s. There's a light breeze, and there's like a little bit of cloud in the sky, just like a thin layer. Perfect hiking weather. Couldn't have picked a better day to be out here on trail, especially right now when it is pretty exposed. I know that I have said this previously, or at least I've thought it several times. Happiness does have a smell. This is what it smells like. It's amazing. The trees, the dirt, the flowers, the fresh air. It makes my soul and heart and mind happy. I find myself, when I'm on parts of the PCT, noticing areas to camp. Dispersed camping, like, oh, I could camp there when I'm on my way home from Mexico. But who's to say I would even need to stop at that spot or even remember where that spot was? But I like to think about it anyways. Makes me smile about the future adventures and memories that I'm gonna make when I'm on the PCT. First glimpse of Dewey Lake coming up. Still think there's a little bit to get down there, but I can see it. This is Little Dewey Lake. Let's take a look at it. It looks beautiful, of course. Look at that campsite. See? Making a mental note. And it is across from Dewey Lake. This looks like a lovely place to go look at the lake before I turn around. The junction where Tipsoo Lake Trail, Naches Loop, and the PCT, that was all downhill to Dewey Lake. So we had to climb out. Is our Tipsoo Lake, Pacific Crest Trail, Dewey Lake Junction. Looks like I have 1.4 miles to Tipsoo. Mount Rainier, there she is. The view that I have etched in my brain and in my heart since I was a kid. So happy to be here. Amazing view of the mountain right now. Well, there's some trees in the way, but it's right in front of me. If you ever do this hike, go counterclockwise like I did, so that on your way back to your vehicle, you get to stare at Mount Rainier. I guess it's probably like the last mile. At least that's what it looks like it's going to be. So beautiful. Today's trail just continues to inspire me to be out here. I am even that much more excited for my 10 days on the Wonderland Trail around Mount Rainier and for my future PCT hike. It all is just so exciting and honestly scary at the same time. But I can't wait for both. See all the spectacular views. I know it's going to be hard work, but I also know it's going to pay off and be worth every step. Mount Adams making an appearance too. I don't see anything, but I just got a whiff of like a mountain goat or something, but I'm not seeing any wildlife. I just decided to walk on the side of the road instead of behind Tipsoo just to get to the Broncos sooner so I can make it back to the campground for dinner with my husband. Thank you for joining me today on this beautiful trail. Pretty sure I've said beautiful and how happy I am a bazillion times, but it does really sing to my heart. The North Cascades, the snow-capped mountains, it's home to me. It really is. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.